Oh, hi everyone, Silas Silence here, and welcome back to my channel. So this is kind of a new series I'm going to start. I actually recorded one of these a little while ago, but since I never edited and uploaded it, I'm just going to start it anew. So basically, it's going to be a series every month. I'm going to post all the artwork I did the previous month. So these ones, I'm just going to title it January art, but technically it is January and previous. So basically December and January is when I've created these artworks. So I'm just going to kind of go through and show you what I've been creating. I'm actually glad I started doing this type of stuff. It's very therapeutic for me and my depression and everything. So I'm just really enjoying creating these artworks. A lot of them are like band artwork from like album artwork, which I have a lot of album cover, like album booklets that I'm doing these artwork from, and then other ones are just like random creations. So like the first one I'm going to show you is this transicorn, so like a trans unicorn that I created, which is freaking adorable. Tell me he is not the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your life. Ah. Anyways, I freaking love him. I think he's awesome. Also, in the description, I will be linking my Etsy store, which all of these are for sale. There will be prints and the original artwork. So this one is on a flat canvas. So there's that one. There also be prints available. I'm only going to make 20 prints per artwork, period. So once those are sold out, I will not be doing any more prints unless I do like a convention or like art setup. Then I might print some extra prints for that and sell those. But majority on my Etsy, there will only be 20 available. So if you want them, get them quickly ish. Right now I'm not selling too much, but maybe eventually might be selling more. We'll see. So the next one is just kind of Inequality spray paint, not spray paint, splatter paint, little painting. I just thought it looks cool, and basically, if you're gay, you might like it. But yeah, that's this one right here. I think it looks pretty awesome. Pretty simple, wasn't like too much to create, but it's still, and that was also on a flat canvas. So here starts some of the album artwork one. So this band right here doesn't exist anymore. They were called Singlefile. So I didn't really incorporate too much of the band on it, but I still think it's a pretty cool artwork. This one's not up on Etsy yet, but maybe by the time this is released, it will be. And it just says, "Show me the way to blue sky happiness." So yeah, I thought it was just a little cool little thing that I did with some album artwork and painting. Next is my all-time favorite band. This one I think is just, I like it, but it's Alkaline Trio, and it says "Mercy Me, God Bless, Catastrophe." So it just has some of the Crimson album artwork and then some lyrics to it. Next, we have another transgender type painting, and it's just a splatter paint transgendered one. It's also on a flat canvas. All these are 8 by 11, just so you know. I've realized just by showing them, the color might vary slightly from the pictures on my Etsy, as well as what you're seeing now. It looks a little bit better. I think it looks a lot better in person, but also, yeah. So there's that one. It has the trans symbol on it, and it's just splatter painted the trans colors. Next is, if you know the band, I mean, not everyone does, but Blood Brothers. So it's just from their album Young Machetes, and the album artwork, and then some drawing, and then it just says Blood Brothers. I couldn't decide on any lyrics to put on here, so I just wanted to do cool lettering for the name of the band. So there's this one as well. Next, we have a Billy Talent painting. It is from, I think, Billy Talent 2 or 3. Not sure. I mean, they just like to call a lot of their albums Billy Talent. So, but this was the first one I created, and it's from the song Red Flag. and that's what the lyrics are on it. Cast off the crutch that kills the pain. The red flag waving never meant the same. The kids of tomorrow don't need today when they live in the sins of yesterday. So that's what it says on it. I think it turned out pretty cool, and I like it. I mean, all of these I really like. I might point out some flaws, like that first Alkaline Trio one. I'm like, there's a little bit of flaws to it, but overall, I like it, and the more I'm doing, the more I'm learning. I'm about to try to start doing more of treating the canvases. I didn't really know about that before, so my artwork going forward is probably going to be, the canvases are going to be treated, but for right now, this is what I have. So here's another flat canvas. It's from the band He Is Legend, from the album I Am Hollywood, and that's why it says I Am Hollywood. Watch where you point your fingers. I am Hollywood, you better remember. And I thought it's really cool because, like, first cell, it has, like, fame, glory, beauty, like, these little jars that you're supposed to buy. And I was like, hey, this is cool. And then I was just put I Am Hollywood and some dollar signs on it. That is sweet. And then one that a lot of people have really liked on my store but have not bought yet, surprisingly. I've only sold 2 canvas ones. So you'll see 2 on there. One's an Alkaline Trio one, This Addiction, and then Alisana one that I love. I was like, why did I sell this? I love it so much. But I like to sell my work. So this one is My Chemical Romance and just says so long and good night, so long and good night. So I actually really like this one a lot, and so have a lot of people, but it has yet to be sold. So it is still, whoa, let me not destroy it, because that would be bad. But it has not been sold yet. So if you're interested, this one is still available. Right now, all my canvas paintings are only $20, and then the prints are $10 for on matte paper and $12 on glossy. Because glossy is a little bit more expensive, and so the materials needed to. This is technically actually my very first painting I did. It was just me messing around with some oil paints. This one also is not up on there yet, but I might put it up if some people are interested in this one. It's just me messing around with some paint and seeing what happens when I paint with, stuff. Next, we have a Census Fail one. Another one that I really liked. So this one has lyrics from Priest and the Matador. So it says, here I lie, I'm staring at clouds and shapes of dogs and cats. I'm hear a woman start to yell, oh dear God, I think he fell. I'm the arrow shot straight to hell from the bow of a William Tell. My body lies kissing the ground like a cross turned upside down. A priest is rushing to my side, begins to read me like my last rites. Father, you're too late, my faith is weak, so won't you save your half-hearted speech? A man bends down and says, son, we're gonna get through this one. Take my hand and let us pray. I scream, please get the fuck away. So one of my favorite Census Fail songs, so I put the lyrics on there. So yeah, there's that one. Another one of my favorite bands and favorite songs is The Wonder Years. And it says, I'm not a self-help book, I'm just a fucked up kid. And it also has, so I doubt some of this is going to show up on the prints. I'm not a self-help book, I'm just a fucked up kid. It's not about forcing happiness, it's about not letting sadness win. Will probably show up, but the other little words in there might not show up very well on prints. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to work on that and see if it does. But this is one of the very first few that I created, and I also really like it a lot as well. And then also another band that some people might not know, but I actually really loved how this artwork turned out. It's Ludo. So it's on not my favorite album. It's the one that Whipped Cream is on. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but it had the little robots. And so I created this, and I think it looks really cool. So even if you don't know the band, you might actually still be interested in this work of art. I know I keep saying this. The next one is another one of my favorites, and it's just another Census Fail one. I wish the color would show a lot better. This one, the color is awesome in person. Like, for some reason, my camera is not picking up how awesome the color is on this one. So if you go check out my Etsy store, look at it on there. The color on that photo is a little bit closer to what it looks like in person and not on here. But I really like this one. There's some lyrics carved into it. On the prints, you might not be able to see them as well as on here. But it's from the first album. One of them says, "I'm here lying in your bed, babe. Remember what you said to me. You can't be my James Dean, and I'll be your sweet queen. I said that you were my first, but you weren't even close to it." Yeah, so lyrics from that song. Why can I remember? I'm bad at remember names of songs. That one's also on a flat canvas. So is this next one. It's another just Census Fail one. No lyrics on it, but it does say Census Fail very lightly on there. Also, again, the color looks a lot more awesome in person on this one. Hopefully, in editing, I can adjust that a little bit more. But there is that one. Next up is just another random drawn one that I did. Another Alkaline Trio one, because, you know, they're my favorite band. So I'll probably be doing a lot more of their stuff. I'm also going to be doing other, like, patches and other creations here in the future. And maybe some spray paint ones. I'm looking into doing some cool stuff with spray paint and whatnot. But, so it's a radio, and so it says plugged in and ready to fall. So, like the lyrics of the song. But it has the little Alkaline Trio symbol. And, yeah. I really like it. I think it looks awesome. And, yeah. I think it looks awesome. And, yeah, that's basically how I describe everything. So, this one is from Kyoto's. That's how I say it. I hope that's how you say it, but that's how I've always said it. There's been different ways to say it. But this one is also not up yet, but hopefully by the time this video goes up, I will put it up. But it's just one of the cutouts, and it says, "Let's just stop, drop everything, and then forget each other's names. Can we please just walk away?" And then it could be like we never knew each other at all. One of their best songs ever. So that's so far what I have. It's a lot, but that's because I did a whole bunch, and it's my first time recording this. Probably by the time next one releases, it won't be as many that I add. Depends on how much time I have to work on art. Right now I have a little bit more free time, so I've been working a lot on art and stuff. So yeah, that's what I have so far. If you're interested in buying any of these, or if you have any requests of stuff you would like to see me do, or art suggestions that you would be interested in buying, let me know down in the comments below, because I would definitely be interested in making stuff that everyone is interested in buying. I'm obviously not going to do stuff that I'm not interested in creating. I want to do stuff that I love, but I have a lot of interest, a lot of nerdy interests. If you haven't watched, you know, if you've watched my channel a lot, you know that, and stuff like that. So, and a lot of music interests. So if you have any suggestions or requests, leave them down in the comments below. You can also do special requests on my Etsy store. That's more than welcome. Just message me on there, and I might create you something if you want something specifically made for you. But otherwise, this has been the first installment of monthly art. I don't know what I'm going to title it at this moment, but we'll figure that out when I'm editing. And then maybe the next time I'll know the name of it. So I do want to do this every month, just showing you guys what I've created. Obviously not all of them are going to be this long, but the first one is, because I have, like, I don't know, 20 paintings here. I don't know. But like I said, there are two other ones on there that I've already sold the actual painting of, but the prints are still available, and that is an Alkaline Trio one from This Addiction and an Alessana one from The Emptiness. Those both are two of my favorite that I've already sold. I love how I sell some of my favorites first, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!